The store had all this beautiful merchandise, and one day a lady came over and wanted to borrow about half of the nice china for a table display at the women's club. And Max asked her how does one belong to the women's club, and she decided to take me under her wing, and I went to the women's club. Then I eventually joined another little group called Charity League, and time passed very nicely, and I enjoyed San Jose.
San Jose, when did Dad get transferred, and how did he move to San Francisco?
Well, he was due for a promotion, and so he was made sales manager and foreign buyer in 1951.
And where was Sharon at that time?
We were living in San Jose, and he was commuting to San Francisco. And Sharon was very unhappy when we moved to San Carlos.
I knew that my brother was going to lead into this. I was very rotten.
Well,
It was a wonderful year.
she amazed us how well she adjusted, but at the time, every time we looked at her, we wanted to cry because she did cry.
Until December. From December until June, it was wonderful.
She met some nice friends, and it wasn't too bad.
All was forgiven.
Hey, now you went to San Carlos. How come?
Well, I thought the commute would be quite a bit shorter for Max, and it did. It made a half-hour difference morning and evening, which was worthwhile.
How long did you stay in San Carlos?
I think we were there 11 years, and we moved 4 times.
Was it a rent problem or
No, we bought each time.
They were kicked out.
And what did you finally do? Did you buy a place or?
The last house we had built, and we only got to enjoy it for 4 years, and then we were transferred again.
too exciting, glamorous?
We went back to Los Angeles. Well, Max was there a year, and I was there 7 months, because I stayed in San Carlos to sell a house. And so part of that time I didn't mind, because he went to Europe and was gone about 2 months, and I didn't mind too much the fact that I was by myself. But our social life was nothing without us being together. So he'd come up most weekends, and finally on Father's Day, the house sold. And I moved to Los Angeles and was there 7 months.
Dad's career as an international spy in East Europe.
Oh, well, by this time Max had been to Europe a number of times, but he was in Prague when the Germans took over, and he had his little camera and was doing.
You mean the Russians?
Pardon me?
The Russians or the Germans?
The Russians.
Yeah, right.
And he was staying at the hotel when the Russians took over. And he said anybody with a camera, the policemen were watching. And I think had he been somebody more important, he might have not even gotten out.
How did you get transferred to Arizona?
Well, Dorman's, actually it was the Broadway Hale by that time. Dorman's had sold out to the Broadway Hale syndicate. And they decided to take over some stores that were already established in Phoenix, Arizona. So they sent Max over there as a buyer. And when I heard that Max was going to be in charge of furniture and rugs and carpets and little boys' clothes, I thought they certainly made a mistake, because he didn't know a thing about any of that merchandise. But he fooled them all. He decided if you can merchandise one thing, you can merchandise another. So he was there, I think, 4 years. And he was so crazy to get a hold of Carol that and we just decided that we wanted to be near our children and our grandchildren. So I told Max when he retired, I don't care how well we like Arizona, I'm not going to stay there.
What did you think of Arizona?
I liked it. I liked it very much, and we made some nice friends. But
I would have moved
it
close to
wasn't
you,
the same
Grandma.
as family.
It's nice.
Find out how you got the place in Yosemite.
The Wren family.
Oh, the little place in Yosemite. We went to, with our friends, B and Les Pennington, on a little vacation, and we rented a place and we liked it so well, we tried to buy it from the owner. And he wouldn't sell it, but he did have a lot, and he sold it to us, and we had a little cottage built.
Grandma, what I would like to have you talk about for a moment is, with your vast 82 years of experience, what you could tell our grandchildren and our children about yourself, or just give them a message about how you feel about life and things like that, and what you would like to have them think about when they see you and on this tape, and maybe some thoughts and things about, maybe some inspirational type thoughts that you might want to give them, or just even to say hello to them, because they're going to be looking at this tape and getting an idea of what their heritage is all about.
Oh, David, you made it hard for me. I don't know what to tell you. I just hope that you all turn out as nicely as you started out. I'm awfully proud of all of you.
That's on camera, of course. There's a different story behind camera.
All your grandchildren and great-grandchildren marry and have large families, or what do you
Well,
think?
On the Wren
side, yes.
Oh, that'll be up to them whether they have large families or not, but I'm thrilled to death with the ones that we have, and I just hope they'll be as happy as I've been.
Secret ingredient, the key to what's made you so happy.
Oh, I think having a silly sense of humor, maybe.
Agreed.
Is it still going? Grandma, could you maybe tell us some of your crazy stories? I know there were a lot, like when you were back visiting Mom when they were in New York. Maybe when it was freezing outside.
Oh, well, Max and I went back to New York to see Sharon and Dick, and Max also had business. And they were living in a little walk-up place that we were, and its Christmas tree was all set up. It was even January, but anyway, they had anticipated us coming, so they left the little tree up. And we had arranged to have tickets for quite a few TV shows, and Sharon and I went gadding every day downtown. A time or two, the door to the streetcar would almost close on me, and she'd say, "If I lose you, I'll find you." Well, I would have been scared to death if I'd gotten left off in New York. But anyway, one day, I don't remember what show we'd seen, but on the way home, I decided I had to go to the bathroom. Is that the story you want me to tell?
No, now it's running.
I had.
What did you do? What happened to you?
I had some shoes on with little holes and little perforations, and every step I took, some wee-wee would spread out through the holes in the shoes. And
Freeze between your toes.
when we got home, Sharon says, "Mother, get in the shower, you're gonna have pneumonia."
You'd have a hard time explaining the frostbite in your toes.
Oh, well, a few months earlier, if she hadn't been married and pregnant at the time, she would have probably walked off and left me. As it was, she kind of stuck beside me.
In the early days, all the way up to practically the present, we've heard about some of this silliness, but nothing would be complete unless you told us one of your notorious Andy Wren stories. Have you got one that you'd like to put on film?
Oh my, do I have to?
Yeah.
My grandchildren are not one of the kind, he told stories well, but he'd look the crowd over, and if it didn't look like the ideal thing to do, he'd clean it up a little bit. Me, I told him and then thought afterwards, should I have done that? I don't think I'm gonna have a story for you right tonight.
We have a request to ask Grandma Andy what is her most embarrassing moment, either with a joke or not. Did you have any embarrassing moments in your life that you would like to tell us about? Go ahead.
I probably had lots of them, but at the moment I can't think of one to tell you.
So right now, you are living where and what are you doing?
Well, I'm now living in a retirement village in San Jose, and I'm very happy. I play too much bridge, don't do anything very worthwhile, but I'm enjoying myself and trying to keep out of my children's hair.
Is it true that you tell occasional jokes that might be thought
Oh,
of
I've got
as...
a terrible reputation. Everybody knows me for a little silly story that I think of now and then, and I probably will embarrass my grandchildren in the future, but that's me.
People might think of you as a colorful woman, is that correct?
Oh,
Mom, I think maybe they also would remember you for some of your gardening episodes, right? You still have a garden down there at the Villages?
I still have a garden, and I have grown too much zucchini and too many tomatoes and too much of certain things, but it's therapy for me and I love it.
Well, I think it may be time to offer a toast and maybe cut the cake on her 82nd birthday. So let's do that, okay? Here we go. Shall we get the cake and have a toast?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ellie. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think that was your camera, Sharon.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We may
And
want to tape
Carol
that
did it.
again.
Well, I made the cake.
Well,
Mom did frosting.
Now you
Now you go to the bathroom.
they